Allahu Akbar, 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 Allahu Akbar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahu Samad, 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 Allahu Samad. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad wa barik wa sallim. اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صلى الله تعالى على حبيبه محمد وآله وسلم. صلى الله تعالى على حبيبه محمد وآله وسلم. صلى الله تعالى على محمد وآله وسلم. صلى الله تعالى على حبيبه 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 محمد وآله وسلم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل إن تخفوا ما في صدوركم أو تبدوه يعلمه الله. وعن أبي بن غالب القريشي العربي رضي الله عنه عن أمير المؤمنين أبي حفص عمر بن الخطاب رضي الله عنه قال: سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: إنما الأعمال بالنيات وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى، فمن كانت هجرته إلى الله ورسوله فهجرته إلى الله ورسوله، ومن كانت هجرته للدنيا يصيبها أو امرأة ينكحها فهجرته إلى ما هاجر إليه. متفق عليه.
As a reminder for myself, it's good to renew our intentions. Even though we've done this chapter, but we've done this almost 9 months, probably 1 year ago. I just want to review this part again to remind ourselves about our intentions. Because sometimes you start doing something we forget the reason why we started our action. For example, I started this Dhikr every Thursday so that we can remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so we can build a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And sometimes it becomes something that, oh, chalo, zikr again, I'm stuck, I can't do anything. It becomes like a secondary thing. The good intention goes to the side and it's like, chalo, Jumeirati jana hai, chalo, julne hai, zikr kare isliye. The intention for the zikr of Allah is, we kind of forget about it, and sometimes it just becomes like a formality. Chalo, aadat pe Jumeirati jana hai, let's go. And for me, like for example, I have to lead it, so I'm majboor to be here, for example, right? So sometimes we get in this attitude that we forget the original intention, the real wajah, why we started to do our actions. We, for example, we started making a good job by helping some family in Pakistan. Maybe they used a bad word towards us, and then I'm not going to give them anymore. Sometimes किसी family की हम मदद करते हैं तो उनको, for example, पाकिस्तान में कोई रिश्तेदार है तो हम ज़कात देते हैं. साथ के दरमियान कुछ हो जाता है तो वो आपसे गुस्सा करते हैं, ऐसे अल्फाज इस्तेमाल करते हैं, तो आप सुनते हैं अगले साल को कभी नहीं ज़कात देंगे, ऐसे करते हैं हमारे साथ. तो जिस नियत के साथ आपने वो काम शुरू किया था, उनकी खिदमत करना अल्लाह की वजह से, अल्लाह सुब्हान व तआला की राज़ी करने के लिए, तो वो रीज़न आपने छोड़कर ये गुस्से वाला जो एनिमोसिटी हो, ये आपकी पर्सनल रीज़न आपने इस्तेमाल करके वो नेकी की छोड़ दी. So that's why it's important. Sometimes we do loads of good actions, but then we leave them because why did that person speak to me like this? Why should I help him now? Why did he do this to my family? Why did this person? Or sometimes it becomes a spiritual reason as well. That it becomes based on our ruhaniyat. That sometimes we start for Allah and then we start showing off in front of people. We start in namaz to please Allah and then we start doing it to show people that I do namaz. For example, you do some naked account, you help the masjid, for example. First you start because Allah we're going to help for the praise of Allah. And then afterwards it becomes like Lok Arsal Chaudhry Sahab, Raja Sahab, he's helping the masjid. And Echanda Dene, Jume Pasi Dene, like whatever it is, the niyat changes. So it's good to remind ourselves of the niyat. So Imam Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala, the first ayat he presents, he says, قُلْ إِن تُخْفُوا مَا فِي صُدُورِكُمْ أَوْ تُبْدُوهُ يَعْلَمُهُ اللَّهُ. That Allah saying, say, إِن تُخْفُوا مَا فِي صُدُورِكُمْ. If you hide that which is in your heart, أَوْ تُبْدُوهُ, or even if you make it apparent, يَعْلَمُهُ اللَّهُ. Allah knows both. Allah knows what you make zahir and what you batin. What you have inside and what you make apparent and show people, Allah also knows that as well. So if whatever intention that we have, like for example, if we want to help someone, and our intention is for the pleasure of Allah. Maybe like for example, I'll use an example because I know Siddiq doesn't like. Imagine I don't like Siddiq, right? But I want to help him. He's in my class, imagine I don't like him. But he comes to the masjid to read Quran. If I say I don't like him on a personal reason, I'm not going to teach him Quran. Now this is between me and Allah. Now I've not disobeyed or let Siddiq down, I've disobeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because he's coming to learn the kalam of Allah. Allah's put him here and a means for me to earn reward. Now, if I put my personal reason between me and him, then I'm foolish. Even though he might, for example, he's done something wrong. He's disrespected me, he's swore me, he's anything, someone. And I say, I'm not going to teach this guy anymore. That's my nuqsan. Why? Because Allah's command is to teach people. Call people to Allah. And now, my intention should be, I'm only talking to him, I'm only teaching him because Allah wants me to. I still might not like him inside because that's my heart, I can't change my heart, how I feel. Right? But outwardly I should try my best. How does Allah want me to be? And I should do that on the outward. So Allah says, I know what's in your heart and I know what you make apparent. So even if you do the opposite, so in our heart I don't like someone, and in front of the face, saying, yeah, this, that. Allah knows. But in my heart, I might like someone, but in the face, I might have done something that wasn't nice. But really, my intention was good. So sometimes someone, a parent might, for example, your dad might slap you one. And you might think, what, he hates me. How could he do this to me? But Allah knows what's in his heart. What he done, it might be opposite to what's in his heart. Right? So his actions, obviously he'll be judged for his actions, but that doesn't mean that he meant it from his heart. So that's the first thing. Then here, the Prophet then he mentioned the first hadith where Ameen al-Mu'mineen Abi Hafs Hazrat Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu that قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, that he heard the Messenger of Allah صلى الله عليه وسلم say that إنما الأعمال بالنيات, that the actions are governed by the intentions. وإنما لكل امرئ ما نوى, so every person, he will get whatever he intends. You intend something bad, you will get that bad thing. You intend something good, Allah will give you good for that. So it's all, and your bunyad is, what they say, the bunyad of your amal is on your intention. So niyat has to be durust, is your foundation of your actions, is your intention. So if you intend something good, then you will have that. Then said, فَمَنْ كَانَ هِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ فَهِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ وَمَنْ كَانَتْ هِجْرَتُهُ لِلدُّنْيَا يُصِيبُهَا أَوْ امْرَأَةٍ يَنكِحُهَا فَهِجْرَتُهُ إِلَى مَا هَاجَرَ إِلَيْهِ. So now he mentions, and some background information would be that when the Muslims moved from Makkah Sharif to Medina Sharif, some people, and the most of them, moved for the pleasure of Allah. Some of them, it could have been in their minds that I'm moving. For example, one person, he moved for a rishta. He moved to a place for a rishta. But now he's doing the same thing. But his intention is a woman that he wants to marry. So here he mentions here that if your intention, you'll get the reward for your intention. So he might be doing the same thing apparently. Two people are reading namaz. One is reading for Allah, one is reading because people are going to say that Wajib Ma'bara Namaziya. He reads namaz. They're both doing namaz. But one's getting the reward for worshipping Allah, one's getting guna. Why? Because he's showing off and he's doing it for people. But by looking, it looks like they're doing the same thing. So it's all about your intentions. So the one who makes the qurbani, when you do hijrat, right? He mentions here that they do hijrat. Hijrat is when you move from one place to another place. And when you migrate from one place to another place, it's a hard thing to do. It's a challenging thing to do. It's not easy to do hijrat, right? So when these people are doing it, i.e., when you do a difficult thing for the pleasure of Allah and His Prophet, then you get reward for that. But if you're doing the hard thing just to please someone, show off, then you broke your back for nothing. Like, for example, you picked up some things on the road, some bricks over there, and you're like, I'm gonna pick these things up. I'm gonna move this hard thing out the way. So people are gonna say, Wajib gu barao, kam kita is bande. People are gonna show off. I'm gonna show off. I'm gonna take some photos. Yeah, I don't want to say other local councillors do that, but unfortunately, most of them do that, right? But that's what happens, and that's because all for the people. So really, they broke the back. They done the hard work for nothing, and Yawm al-Qiyamah is going to be nothing. Why? Because the niyat was unjust. And then another person was joining him. He's thinking, yes, I'm helping this guy. I'm gonna help move these hard things as well. But his niyat was, so the road goes safe for the people who walk on this road. So the road goes safe for the people who use this, so they don't hurt themselves. One is doing it so I'm going to get the photos taken. One is doing it because I want to save people's health. I want to make the rasta easy. Now, outwardly they both do the same thing. They both are going to difficult tasks, hardship, moving that thing. But one is doing for Allah, he's going to get the reward. And he's going to do the dushwari, so he's going to get the reward for the dushwari and for the neki and for the intention. And the other one, he done the hard job, he's going to get a few pictures, but on Yawm al-Qiyamah he's going to get nothing. The hard work, he broke his back for nothing. All the effort is not to waste. So I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants us the tawfiq to renew our intentions, fresh our intentions, whatever action we do. The work we do, for example, we go to work, every day we go to work. So first time when we go to work, we think, bache, I need to provide for my family, I'm going to work. And then after 6 months, you're like, you know what, I'm fed up. Then we just go to work for just formality. You build here, come. Now we're not in. So every morning when we leave, intention should be fresh in our heart and mind. I'm going to earn halal. I'm going to earn halal. Every morning when you have the intention, your work becomes ibadat. I'm going to fulfill my farz of putting a shelter over my children. Now you got second intention. I'm going to work so I can feed my children. Third intention, and by feeding them halal. More good intentions you add. Now going to work every morning with fresh intention, the maza of working will be different. Why? Because you know you're doing it for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You won't have that negative thing. Every lamha, the moment you wake up for work, it becomes ibadat for you. Why? Because you're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But if you just do it for the sake of a ibadat, just do it. You might get the reward from feeding your children. But all the extra reward you could have got from just making that intention from the start, all the extra reward will be wasted. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us all the tawfiq and ability to make renew our intentions all the time, every day, every moment, whenever we do something good. Ameen. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. Oh Allah, the kalimat tayyibat, we have the honor to recite, Ya Allah. We present the reward to the best of creation, our Master Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And we also present the reward to the rest of the Anbiya Kiram, the Prophets, the Siddiqeen, the Shuhada, the Salihin, the Azwaj al-Taharat, the blessed wives of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the rest of the awliya, Allah, the mashayikh, the Bazurgs of this deen, Ya Allah. We present the reward to all of them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we present the reward bil khusus to all our family members who have passed away, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make the grave from the gardens of Jannah, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, we present the reward to the Muslim Ummah who has gone through all difficulties and the dhulm and oppression from the oppressors, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make all the matters easy for them, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, Ya Allah, any of our family members who are unwell, Ya Allah, those people who are requested dua for their parents who are unwell, Ya Allah, grant them shifa kamila, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, those who are requested dua for the brothers and sisters who are unwell, Ya Allah, grant them shifa kamila, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, those whose parents are going through operations, Ya Allah, grant them shifa kamila, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, cures from all types of illnesses, physical, spiritual, mental illnesses. Ya Allah, any of us, Ya Allah, have any sincere du'as in our hearts, accept our du'as, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, any of us who have children, Ya Allah, make our children the coolness to our eyes, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, any of us who have parents, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, grant us to earn Jannah by serving our parents, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, You have promised that, our mother is our means to Jannah, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, You have promised us that the pleasure of our father is in the pleasure of Your pleasure, Allah, is in the pleasure of our Father, Ya Allah. Grant us the tawfiq to make our Father happy with us, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, grant us the tawfiq to make our mothers happy with us, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, those of us who don't have children, Ya Allah, grant us awlad salih, Ya Allah. Pious and righteous children, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, all the brothers who do khidmat of the masjid, Ya Allah, do khidmat of the deen, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, put barakah in their rizq, put barakah in their amal, put barakah in their wealth and health, Ya Allah. Put barakah in all aspects of their life, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, bil khusus, grant us all life and death on the kalimat tayyiba. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala habibihi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.